You agree with Arenas?
Who? Where have you heard that before?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
I haven't heard that.
You heard it?
I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, you heard it? Because I told you, I don't know what he's going to be.
He's going to be a star.
What?
That's all I know.
And while you're talking about Blake Griffin was 23-14 on 65% shooting. Okay. Now, it wasn't until Blake developed an outside shot skill.
What if I told you 1,000 times?
You didn't like him, okay.
Yep.
And he walked it back. Now he has three-point range. So, and we keep, but wait till he develop a shot. How'd that work for Ben Simmons? He developed that shot yet, Skip?
Not yet.
What about Lonzo? He developed that shot yet?
3.
Kill Gilchrist.
3.
He developed this shot yet? Oh, okay. I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
So,
are you predicting Lonzo will not develop a shot?
All I'm saying is that we automatically assume because you work 25 hours a day, it's going to happen. I can assure you, Ben Simmons is working on his shot. I can assure you, Kid Gilchrist is working on his shot. There's not to say that it won't happen, but when I look at, and I've said this numerous times, what is Zion Williamson? When we looked at all this hype that he's getting, like KD, like AD, like LeBron, you knew what they were going to be once they entered into the NBA. I look at Zion, just like Gilbert said, he's a tremendous talent. He's immensely athletic at 6'6.5", maybe 6'7". Hell, who knows? He might be 6'5". At 285 pounds. He's explosive. But, Skip, when you're the biggest guy on the court and you don't have to really post up, because you watched him in high school, he did this, they throw it to his left hand, he pivot and dunk. You look in college, he's going up against inferior talent. He wasn't really sitting down in that post, fighting for position. He was so much more talented than everybody else. Now, dealing with grown men now. See, you ain't playing for books and tuition, Skip. You're not eating in the training table. The grown men out there. KD, AD, Kawhi, Paul George, Bron, old King James. He coming back on a mission. Now, you remember, he's sitting the last 6 games.
You had me until you put number 2 in that list.
Don't do that. It's good. He's still unbelievable.
You do that around here.
Real men.
Yeah.
Skip, Zion had an unbelievable college season. But to say that he's going to be a superstar based on just dunks and putbacks is hard for me to believe. I need to see more. And we talked about in the first segment, Skip, you wanted to see him get the ball. Well, they could put the ball in his hands if he could raise up and shoot like R.J. Barrett could. We're going to see if he develops that shot. Skip, you're going to be on to something. But if he doesn't, nah, bro. He's just going to be a guy that can get a bunch of rebounds and dunk.
So I'll start with this. I covered Gilbert Arenas in his first 2 years in the league in Oakland for those Golden State Warriors, and he was immensely talented coming out of Arizona.
Hibachi.
Yeah, he could cook. He also had some of the lowest off-court intangibles we've ever seen in the NBA, and he is now making these damning statements about a kid who has high basketball intangibles.
He's just asking questions.
Okay. Will Zion play hard at the next level?
Yes.
Every play? Yes, he will. Will he continue to play with the joy that he exhibited game after game for Duke? I'm pretty sure he will. Those things count to me. But now let's get back to your thing about what's his position. If you watch the NBA closely, it has become a positionless league. I don't know what they are anymore because I watch every night LeBron James dribble the ball up the court as a point guard and initiate the offense. And then at the other end, on some occasions, he guards the center. Am I right? So I don't know, like LeBron plays 1 through 5. And I see
Zion can do that?
Yep, I do. Okay. I want to remind everyone, Zion Williamson came up through high school as a point guard. He has point skills, and we've seen some dimes that he has dropped even in this NCAA tournament. You can't teach it. You can't coach it. You might be able to refine it a little bit, but he has feel and touch and vision and anticipation that is rare for a man that size.
Anthony Davis was a point guard until he grew 8 inches.
Yeah, but he's not the passer this kid is. This kid is capable of having double-digit assists in a game in the NBA. He's that, especially if he gets with a real coach, an NBA coach, who can put him in an offense that's designed to bring the defense to him and let him dish to open shooters.
Alvin Gentry will be able to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're going to trade him.
Okay, are you? Okay, well, then that's fine. Wherever he goes, I hope that Alvin will be fine. Anybody besides Coach K, because...
Don't do that, Skip.
Well, seriously, when Gilbert's talking about, does he know how to come off pin downs?
Does he?
He just doesn't because he wasn't taught. That's highly teachable at the next level. If he gets with a real offensive basketball coach, watch what starts to happen.
Are you saying Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski, is not a real coach?
I just spent the whole A block of the show saying that.
Skip, the man is not
all I know is on offense, I couldn't see a semblance of a design of an offense at any moment in yesterday's game or Friday night's game, or as you said, going back through the whole year. He had the three best kids in the country, in the world, on his team, and he just sort of sat and said,
that's not easy.
It was like Guy V. Lewis with the Phi Slamma Jamma. They used to accuse him of just rolling the ball out. You guys do it.
Yeah.
You guys figure it out. Well, don't start ripping and slashing like he doesn't know how to play. His coach doesn't know how to coach him on offense. Put him in a real NBA offense where they can't play zone defense anymore. Remember that?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And what do we see from him? We see a 285-pound gymnast. I'm talking about a gymnast in midair with body control.
Yes, yes, he is.
I haven't seen that before, and I got to read these quotes again. Remember, Steve Kerr watched him one night, opening night against Kentucky. Remember that?
Yeah.
And Zion went 28 points on 11 of 13. And the next day, Steve Kerr volunteered to the media. LeBron, I thought, was a one-shot deal, ... And then he caught himself and he said, Adam, I didn't mean Adam Silver. Like, I'm not trying to.
Well, okay, so if we're going to discount Gilbert and what he said, although I don't, it'll be very interesting to see when the talent evaluators, when they write up their report, what do they say? Because you know, Skip, it's got to be pros and cons. It just can't be, oh, he's going to be unbelievable. He's 6'9", or he's this and that.
Is he just a football player? No, he's got touch. He's got feel. He's got good hands.
Yes, very good.
He has like receiver's hands to me.
He got very good hands.
And does he have a pure shot motion? Can he do that with his left hand?
Gilbert,
Do we see
and what
that?
he said,
He's starting to
I don't,
extend his range
it'll
out
be
to
very
three.
interesting to see when the talent evaluators, when they write up their report, what do they say? Because you know, Skip, it's got to be pros and cons.
Okay, that's fine.
It just can't be,
6'7"
oh, he's going to be unbelievable.
Nobody will be able
He's
to guard that at the
6'9", or he's
three.
this and that.
Oh, come on.
Is he just a football player?
No, he's got touch. He's got feel. He's got good hands. He's like receiver's hands to me. And does he have a pure shot motion? Can he do that with his left hand? Do we see that? He's starting to extend his range out to three. Threes like
when the talent evaluators,
he's like receiver's hands to me. So it wasn't lights on.
Did he have the Capitol design head around him?
No.
Did he have Coach K?
But if he was that guy, I can rise above that.
Oh yeah, if you're that guy, you should have your team in the Final Four.
So I kept arguing. I said, I'm taking that little guy from Davidson over Blake Griffin, and everybody said, you're out of your mind.
Right.
And I'm still taking the little guy from Davidson. I'm still taking Steph over Blake Griffin.
Normal rule of thumb is that you normally take the great big guy over the great little guy, because even though Hakeem Olajuwon, and nobody's Hakeem, Portland Trail Blazers took Sam Bowie, who was a great big guy in college. Although he was injured a bunch, that would have not been red flags for me, Skip. You breaking feet and legs and at 18, 19, I don't know about that. But Zion, Skip, he's an unbelievable 285. Skip, let me ask you this. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, he's 6'6", he's 200 pounds, and he's doing the exact same thing. Do we feel the same way, or is it because he's 6'6", 285, and we have never seen a man that size, that agile, able to do the things he does?
Well, he can be a wrecking ball in the NBA because he can bash bodies out of the way, which is physique. He can play the way Charles Barkley played, except Barkley was not really a leaper. Barkley mostly played at a little below or at the basket.
Barkley could get up.
He got up, but not like this guy.
No,
like
Skip,
Barkley did it with his caboose. He could just bang people. It's like Mark Aguirre in my days in Dallas. Big caboose. You can just bang people out of the way and fall away and make it off the glass.
Oh, you think he's gonna be able to do that?
Yep.
Have you seen him do it?
Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Have I seen him in an offense that he didn't get Coach K in?
Stop it.
No,
Skip.
I'm serious.
I can't believe I'm not going to this treasonous Skip, this blasphemy out here.
I
Coach
only
K,
react to what my eyes tell me, and that's what my eyes told me.
a five-time champion, a
What
two-time
have you done
Olympic.
for me lately with Zion?
Really, Skip?
Is it not shameful they're not in the Final Four with that group? Come on.
Okay. They had they had Elton Brand. Skip, they've had talented teams before.
Okay,
you know how this works.
So what did Zion finally show you?
What did he
at
show
the
you?
highest level?
What did he show you?
Take over Gene. What did R.J. Barrett show you? Do over Gene. He needed lots of do overs. Am I right?
Yeah,
do it over and do it over because you just keep shooting.
Well, hold on. Why did he take that game over there?
Take over.
That game was right there for the taking.
My one issue is unselfish to a fault.
You're right.
To a fault. Like Zion, just be the man.
No.
Just say, go
He's
give
a
me the ball.
team-first
He's
guy.
a team
And
guy.
he says it in all of his
I want the
interviews.
energy. I told you I want that energy that you have with LeBron.
Do you want selfish energy or do you
No. Because my guy is very unselfish.
who?
Who my guy?
Oh, he's not
You got a
around.
lot
He's
of guys.
irrelevant now. He's
Don't do
outside
that.
out of
Well,
mind.
okay, I know you mentioned.
You're disqualified from talking about him. He's shut down.
Is your
Shut down.
guy in the Final Four?
Huh?
Is your guy in Minnesota?
He's not
Because my
guy.
team going to
I
Minnesota.
don't even like Duke.
My team going to
I
Minnesota.
don't like
You're a
Duke.
Zion fan.
I don't.
Well, what you gonna do now?
Huh? Well, the
be
better
next
question is, what is America going to do now? Because
They're gonna
you want to
watch.
watch the final score?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the final bore, final
No,
score.
That's
I
gonna be
think
good.
they'll still
Oh, yeah, because it's in your hometown.
It's
I'm
the
sorry.
best town
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
I mean, look.
It's got that going for it, but that's about all it's got.
Nice
It
people.
didn't matter. Look, you could.
I bet you won't even watch Michigan State on Saturday. You'll find something better to do. It's going to be nice and hot
going to the
here.
movies.
You're
Going to the movies.
You are not. You're
I'm going
going to
to
watch the game.
No, I'm not.
Don't even
I
say
wish
that.
I might.
What?
Skip, I'm not gonna lie, Skip. If Duke had gotten in,
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna have it, TBS or CBS. I don't know who's gonna broadcast the actual game. They could have lived with that. But when you miss out on Duke and you got no blue bloods,
You got
no
none.
Kansas, no
Really?
UK, no Carolina.
Really? Watch what happens.
No
to these
Texas
three.
players. Yeah.
Watch what
I
happens.
know Texas Tech is a great school, and all the alumni get all that. Auburn is a great school. Charles Barkley's doing handstands, but that's not basketball royalty.
Okay, I'll be watching. It's the madness. You tune in for the
Well, I'm
craziness,
mad,
which we
'cause
saw
my team
last
is not
weekend.
there.
Okay, we're gonna
You know
talk.
what? Wait a second. We never brought that up. My team, Duke, went farther than your team,
I
Carolina.
thought you didn't like Duke.
Yes.
Oh,
I've been
thank
waiting
you.
for you
I
to
thought you
bring
didn't
it
like
up.
Duke.
I forgot
Hold on,
all about
Skip.
that because I don't even care.
Feels like old news.
If Auburn shoot the ball like they shot the ball against Kentucky,
Yeah.
against Kansas, against Carolina, they cutting down the nets.